What is up, Train fam? So this is going to be episode number 2 of the layout update videos. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that we've been doing on the layout. It's been kind of a long time since we did a layout update. We just purchased a new Rail King building for the layout, and we've actually come a long way. We've added almost all the switches. Currently right now I'm waiting for 2 of the Ross Custom 096, 072 switches, a left hand and a right hand. Ross has been backed up, as have most other train manufacturers, or model train manufacturers for that matter. So, guys, just be patient with anybody that you're ordering stuff from when it comes to model trains. Like, I guess the pandemic has definitely made the hobby grow. So, just be patient when you're ordering from certain people, especially people that are making, custom builds and are pretty much solo. Ross, they do as much as they can. They're just a couple guys in Connecticut, but they do quality work, and it's definitely 100% made in the USA, which is nice. So anytime you're ordering from a manufacturer that's, a small outfit, just give them some time right now. I mean, it's just, it's the winter, the pandemic's happening, and everybody's into the hobby, which is great. But, they can only do what they can do. So, make sure you keep that in mind. So I think the last time we talked, we just had the first start of the layout done, which was the first phase of it. So since then we've done the extension phase. I've laid a lot of track. It's not laid permanently, but it is laid down on the table. So you can kind of get a gist of what's going on and where I'm trying to go with the layout. We're going to be doing definitely like an over-under. So there'll be a bridge with an overpass and an underpass, and there's going to be a yard with 4 lead tracks, and then there'll also be like an industrial area. And then further down the road, I'm thinking about adding a roundhouse and maybe a loop track behind it. But for right now, you'll be able to see pretty much exactly what I want to do with the layout. So for this video, we're going to go over the building that I just got. I got that one from Country Train Depot. I'm really excited about this building. I think it's going to look great where the industrial part of the railroad was going to be. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over the overview of the whole layout. So I'm going to show you where the yard's going to be. I'll show you the main line, and I'm going to show you the industrial area. And then what we'll do is we'll run a couple trains. I won't be able to run the trains all the way around the whole layout right now because it's definitely not wired yet. And there's a lot of switches kind of in place, and I need to run some wires to where all the leads were going to be in the yard, and also after each switch. But what I'll do is I'll get some trains in the track, and we'll run them around where I have some power right now, and with some video magic you guys won't even be able to tell. Okay, also Train fam, I just want to touch on, I want to thank everybody that subscribed to the channel. I definitely couldn't be there without you guys, that's for sure. We're at about 450 something subscribers. So we're getting really close to that 500 subscriber mark and this 500 subscriber giveaway. I think the video after this one, we're going to go over exactly how we're going to do the giveaway, because we're getting close. And I'll probably maybe give a couple of Easter eggs about what the prizes are going to be. So make sure you pay attention in the next video. And if you're watching this video and you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It will definitely help this channel grow, and I really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's open up the Rail King building that I just got and see what it is. Okay, Train fam, so here is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm just kidding, that's just Squirt. And it wouldn't be a basement video without saying hi to him. So, how you doing, Squirt? Anyways, I'm gonna try to be as less shaky as possible. We're just gonna walk around and go over the layout. So the last time I had you guys down here, we were at this point about right here. We had just the main part of the table done, and it was a basic loop. There was no switches, but we just had a loop with some trains running. And now as we pan down over this side of the room, you can see the extension's done. And this is a pretty good size extension. Goes all the way down over here to the end wall. And you'll see it loops back on itself. So basically, we'll go over the main line first, and then we'll talk about the rest of the layout. So I think a good starting point would be at the top of this bridge. This is going to be where the figure 8 will be. This is the main line, and if you can follow along, it might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see if we can do it. So start the bridge here, and we'll work our way down. There's going to be a decline or an incline, whichever way the train is going here. This is definitely not anywhere close to how it's going to be, but I just set it up like this so you guys could kind of check it out and get a visual. So down here, around this corner, these are 072 curves. And then it's going to take that switch back there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. It's a nice, easy, kind of a high-speed switch. And then back this way, the track closest to us, underneath the bridge. Down here, I have the passenger station sitting there. It might be there, might not. It's kind of a hodgepodge of 3 different models, but it kind of like at least gets the job done for now. So the main will keep continuing down through this switch. And then when it gets to this switch right here, the main is going to start to get elevated, and it'll be going up a nice gentle elevation around through another 072 curve. And then you'll see this way, there's a switch back there that actually you could take to get to these 3 switches where the industrial area is. And then when the train follows along this way to the main, it's going to go back up once again, not to scale, not to anything, just to show you guys back up onto the bridge. So that's basically the loop of the main line for now. What's going to happen is, if you follow the main line back around this way again, past the lighthouse over there, and instead of taking the main switch, to come this way down the switch, if you stay going into the back wall, we'll call that the branch line for now, and you follow the back wall. So now this line on the back wall is going to be raised up about 1 inch or 1.5 inches. So it'll be off the table, and then let's see here. You'll see it keeps going down that way, and there's those 3 switches. So this is going to be somewhat of an industrial area. It's all going to be raised up. It'll be about 1.5 inches, probably off the whole board itself. So that way, when you're standing back here, that's all going to be, raised up so we can see it, and it's going to add some depth to the layout. The other really cool thing about that branch line is, if the train takes the branch line, it actually runs on a reverse loop. So if you notice, that we were following the main around this way the whole time, and then up over the bridge. So the train, the train that's on the main can continue to do that and just run this loop all the time. And if I want to reverse the train, all I have to do is throw that switch back there, have it come down this way, through those 3 switches, and then back this way. Now the train's reversed. So it's pretty cool. It's like kind of a hidden reverse loop. Okay, so now let's talk about the yard. So when the train's going around the loop, if it takes this switch, it's going to go into the yard lead. And then I bought these Ross Custom 4-way switches. I actually got them for a decent deal. And if you can imagine the 4 tracks from the switch running all the way down here, all the way down this way, it's going to curve this way, and all the way down here into this 4-way switch. I'm basically going to have a really big 4-track yard that is actually going to extend this way again. And don't mind the docks over here. And right around, say about right here or so, I have one of those Ross 072, 096 curved switches. So basically, the train can come off the main right here, run around through, take this 4-way switch, and then if you look all the way down there, there's the other 4-way switch. So we'll have a really nice 4-track yard. And the best thing about this that I really like is that it's right in front of us. So, you know, I'm not gonna have to be reaching way into the table to, you know, build a train in my yard. So if something goes wrong, you know, I'm just right here, right in front of the whole yard. So a couple of future plans, I think I'm gonna be cutting a hole in the table somewhere as an access port for the back industrial area. I wasn't too fond of cutting a hole, but you know, just being up on the table the couple times just to kind of set this up, I've pretty much noticed that there should be a hole in the table, at least the access port, but I might actually leave it a hole. That way I can kind of stand there and run operations just from in the middle. And then down here, this is about the same depth as the other side of the table. So I might run an access hole in the middle of this. And as everybody that's watching this right now is probably guessing, that's a perfect spot right there for a roundhouse and engine facility. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll have a switch come off of this line right here, run right down, and then boom. Perfect for a roundhouse. Okay guys, well that about wraps it up for this layout update video. This is number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please add any comments and any constructive criticism in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about what I have going on down here. I'm pretty happy with it. I like the fact that we can reverse the direction of the trains 2 different ways. Once again, in the back of that branch line. And then also, I kind of forgot to mention that the train would reverse direction coming through the yard right here. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I think we can do a lot with this layout. And once again, guys, if you want, just throw a comment down, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. It's going to be running along if we don't move on soon.